What is up, my guys and girls and everything in between? We have a fun video today. Y'all heard of the greedy cup? This thing? This thing, where if you fill it up, too much water, goes in, comes out, and it all spills out. And it was some guy, the Pythagorean cup, that one. They made it to punish their students or whatever. I thought, what if that was stupid? Because, we haven't had enough updates recently. Greedy Cup has honestly been a little greedy themselves, the devs, and they haven't come out with anything new, so how about I do that? Okay, first idea, the greedy cup, but if you go over and you hit it and the water all goes down, it hits this little latch. Then the latch will go along into here and hit a little button that is, of course, as all good buttons are, attached to a thermonuclear bomb that will go off in 30 seconds, which is enough time for, the person whom has just gotten greedy cup to be like, oh no, all my water went out. Well, I guess I got greedy cupped. I probably shouldn't be greedy. I learned a life lesson, and then it goes, woo! That's the idea. So, natural selection, if you know what I mean. Okay, next idea. So, this person, name is Todd, or Ben, or something, or maybe Laura, maybe it's a girl, maybe it's, I don't know any gender neutral names right now. We got Jeremiah coming in, and she needs some help with her stomach. She's getting bad. She has bad disease down there. Not cool. So what's gonna happen to Jeremiah is she is secretly going to be experimented on, and what we're gonna do as the doctors is we are going to go into her stomach. There's her stomach, and in here we are going to secretly add in a greedy cup. So if she starts eating a bunch of stuff, bunch of food, it will slowly fill up her stomach, and once she eats too much, she will go down, and it will all spill out into the inside of her body, causing many problems, and being a double little thing, punishing her for being too greedy, and making the hospital more money, because now they get to work on the inside of her body again. Let's go! And each time she comes in, we make the greedy cup just a little lower down. So if she gets a little less greedy, doesn't matter, still goes out. So we'll punish all of our greedy patients by making them spend more money. Nice. Good idea. Okay, next idea. Reverse greedy cup. There is a hole at the normal bottom of your cup. I gotta figure out how to design this. I'm just doing it while I go along. There's a hole at the normal bottom of your cup, so things just spill out anyway. All of it's going out. Unless, you fill it up to a certain point. Okay, how am I gonna do this? You fill it up to a certain point, and maybe... Okay, once it gets up high enough, it activates another button, and this button has a wire that goes down through the cup and sends the signal to this automated latch, just like before in the bomb cup, and it will close once the button is pressed. Now you're thinking, Hey, QC, what if they just press the button? Now what I'd like you to consider is shut up. Alright, next cup. The greedy cup, but it's like candy on Halloween, so I don't want to draw a bunch of candy, so I'm just gonna do like water again. Just imagine, whatever. This is water. Or no, this is candy. Yeah, sure. And it is secretly on a scale. I gotta do my little covering it up. And this scale is also on a timer. And secretly in the scale we have put a hole, and in the hole goes down to a safe candy place that no child could ever reach. So if this timer right here in 15 seconds or less loses like 3 pieces worth of candy, then for 15 seconds it will go down, the candy will shoot down into this safe space until the child has left. And if you want the child to feel more punishment, then you can of course put them in a little prison by also having a latch connected to your porch. So if the child takes too much candy, you could make it an hour, you could make it 2 hours, you could make it the rest of the year. That child will never be seen. He's stuck on your porch. That's fun. And it'll fall down and it'll be like a wall. Okay. Cool. The greedy cup, but it gaslights you. So we have classic greedy cup action. A little siphon. But the siphon does not come out of the cup at the bottom. The bottom is different from the siphon. The siphon just stays down there for a little bit. And then there's this little pit of fire, or not pit of fire, pit of evaporating heat going through all this water. And over time, the water just evaporates and turns into air. And then, after a set amount of time, set by a timer, the latch will open again. And more, a little more water will come in, and you'll think you're going crazy because you're still drinking out of the cup. Am I drinking more than I'm normally drinking, and it's just going at a faster rate? And it's not that noticeable, it's just this much of a cup. But if you get too greedy, it'll drive you insane because you're losing slight amounts of water. It'll take like 15 minutes if you're not drinking to evaporate all the water. And it's great. It's perfect. Alright. I think I'll do my final idea here, maybe? Final idea. This may be the greatest one yet. Greedy cup, but it's literally just a 50-50 chance of if, the latch opens. If it's been 10 minutes for it weighing more than the cup, then it'll pick random 0 or 1, and if it's 0, latch stays closed. If it's 1, latch opens, all the water comes out, and you only do it with 1 student, and the rest of them get normal greedy cups. So everyone, most of them probably won't be greedy. So if this one student's cup overflows, everyone's gonna think, oh, you were so greedy, but he just hit like a random number generator and he failed, and it would be so awesome. Thank you, committee of greedy cup enthusiasts. I will see you next time. Maybe I'll do a part 2. Maybe I'll make some of yours in the comments. Maybe I'll 3D print some of these. Love y'all. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.